If you think computers are taking over, you're not far off. In just a generation, computers have become an essential part of our society. Computers help run almost everything, and it's software that helps run our computers.
Operating systems, video games, the internet. Billions are made each year creating software. For every application a processor does, it needs a code. But don't be fooled. For every opportunity in software, there's competition.
I think you've got to think out of the box. You've got to have two sides. If you're going to start a company in the software industry, you've got to have a bit of entrepreneurial spirit. However, you've also got to have the software know-how or be able to find the people that have that. Your people are your greatest asset in any business. I think that what you're seeing is people coming out, finding ways to get into marketplace by listening to the client's needs, listening to people's needs. What needs to be better? What needs to run more efficiently within an operation? There's plenty of opportunities, plenty of growth. There are areas now that are saturated, so there are areas you would not go into if you're looking at a software company, a startup software company. But there are plenty of areas that still have not made the leap, if you will, into the software-driven systems.
President of VIQ Solutions, David Uthwaite, knows his computers. He's been working in this industry since the early days of the tech boom. Uthwaite's company creates the software and hardware for audio recording. But instead of marketing to the music industry, they saw a need in the recording of official court proceedings. This untapped market created growth and spin-off business for this company.
Well, I actually started out in the telecom industry in about 1972. I hate to date myself, but and then got into the computer industry in 1979. So I've been in the industry for a good number of years, got in the early days. We are lucky in that we develop software here that we then have our own businesses use. So we really make our own businesses more efficient in our marketplace, and that marketplace is where we sell our product to. We have two divisions we acquired, one a company out of Ottawa called International Reporting that does inquiry work. So they go in, they do the recording of the audio when an inquiry is going on, such as Gomery. We did that one over the last couple of years. They then move that audio out to transcriptionists and then return it back to the inquiry for the next morning so that the people at the inquiry have their Word document for the next morning when they start their session.
One issue software writers face is the ability for people to easily learn and use their applications. Another issue is acceptance. Not everyone wants a computer programming their home or piloting their plane. Still, people are more willing than ever to have computers integrated into their lives.
You have your early adopters always in any industry, especially in the software side, where it's something you can't see and touch. Way back in 79 to 80 time frame, when we were actually selling accounting systems to accountants that were used to general ledger cards. So to go to them and say, we're going to put it on this little disk we have here, and they looked at you like you're insane. So what we ended up doing is selling ledger cards with a magnetic stripe on the side to record, to digitize and record it on a stripe, and then we save that in the system. Now it's people that grew up with computers that are the ones that are aging. If you look back at my parents, they were afraid of the computer. Not so anymore. Everybody's on a computer doing everything from listening to music to reading the papers online to whatever, communicating with their children that live in other parts of the world. So I think you're seeing the fear factor's gone away. Now it's total acceptance, especially at the younger generation.
Video gaming has become a billion-dollar business, and that's just one part of the software industry. Computers are the new frontier for intellectual property, and there's always a need for new and improved software. Most often, programming can be done on a basic computer.
And in fact, most good software companies started out that way. They started out with a few friends getting together, a few business acquaintances getting together, and saw an area they could make something more efficient or run better by developing a software program and did so. I think the largest concern people have is reducing costs within their businesses, and they'll do that through technology. The implementation of technology, the implementation of better ways to move information, and the better storage of information and accessibility to your old records, your archives. So I think what you're looking at is a whole change in the venue of business for most organizations in that they become more efficient and much wiser in the way they handle their information.
For now, the technical revolution doesn't seem to be over, and the future still shines bright in the software industry.
Right now we see change, the change of the industry. What we see in 6 months is equal to what we would have seen in likely 5 years back in the 80s. As far as the advancements in the industry, the advancements in the power of software, the ease of programming, the ease of developing software is much better than it was previously as well. overall, the industry is moving at a very rapid pace, and it will continue to do so. And I think it's one where, to be in this industry, you've got to expect change. You've got to manage change on a daily basis. You cannot be afraid of it. If you can find a marketplace that is going through a change, so whether it be because the product they used previously has been end-of-lifed, or you see an industry that needs to go or could be more efficient if they went into a digitized environment, then there's a prime market for you to go after.
Big Fish Video Productions.